Now the party's over, I'm so tired, then I see you coming.
Tonight I am going to do a Santa Maria style barbecue, doing a tri-tip. Santa Maria style is a indigenous style known to have started up in the Santa Maria Valley. Now on this tri-tip that we have here, I've already prepared it because it's been sitting in solitary confinement overnight, and I put it in there last night and now it is ready. What I have added to this is several things, and I want to make sure that you get everything because it's kind of important to do it with the ingredients that I give you to make it true Santa Maria style. So we've got paprika in here, smoked paprika if you can get it, cayenne powder, and again, you just dust it on top and you rub it in. Salt, like I prefer a sea salt or a pink salt from the Himalayas. That's really, really good as well. And then the black pepper, the crushed black pepper all over the top, both sides. And then you've got the garlic powder, and then the powdered onion or the minced onion. Either one. I've got actually some, as you can see, I was out of the stuff in the can, so I just actually minced up some real onion and I put it all over the top and bottom of it. Okay, and then the other thing is dried rosemary. So what I do is I take it off of my rosemary bush, take the bush, and I actually cut it up and mince it really tiny. At the end, we want to give it a good caramelized glaze, so we don't want to use anything that has a lot of sugars in it. Really all we want to use is the following ingredients, which I'm going to make for you right here. We're going to put about 1/3 of a cup of minced garlic in. Okay, that's the first thing that goes in, and then we add red wine vinegar. And you know, because I'm going to put it on both sides, I need about 4 ounces of this mix. So I put a fair amount of the red wine vinegar in. Next, I take 1 to 2 teaspoons of the Dijon mustard. That should be enough. I'll leave that in there. And then last, what I need to do is I need to put a little bit of olive oil in it. Just a nice shot like that. And then we just basically mix her around. This is what is known as a basting sauce. And we're doing this kind of right beforehand. We'll let it sit in the fridge for probably a couple hours because I'm not going to put this this tri-tip on for a good hour and a half. And then towards the end, in the last 5-10 minutes, we will actually put this this basting sauce on. Now, the most indigenous, the best way to do it is with the oak, with the red oak. That is the best way, that is the best wood to use for the smoking of this thing, to give it the true Santa Maria style barbecue flavor. Now I'm using a mesquite for one reason. I don't have any oak. How about that? So no big deal. The mesquite's going to give it a great, fabulous flavor, but obviously we always have to substitute when we don't have things that we need. Primal side tonight is a Portobello pizza style mushroom. What we are doing here is something new and exciting. It is something that has never been done before, so we will have to say that it is relatively a new item on the BarbeQue Joe primal side list. Okay, so I take these mini, you can do it with the big ones too, and I've got a couple of big ones out there. But for now, tonight, we're doing it with the small ones. And we are taking these medium-sized portobello mushrooms, and you can see I have 4 of them prepared. But for your edification, I'm going to do 2 of them for you. So we take them a good inch in diameter. We cut off the top. We just score the top off and the bottom. And we basically, before we place it in there, we then take a couple tablespoons of pizza sauce. and we place it right inside like that. Drizzle a little bit of this on top. You can drizzle it on afterwards too, which is what I'm doing. A little bit of olive oil on it. It'll help give it kind of a caramelization on the outside. And then the last thing we do is we just dust it with a little bit of Romano or Parmesan. This is a Romano Parmesan mix. I prefer the Romano for this, but just a nice little dusting. And then the last thing what we do is we take a piece of either mozzarella cheese or any other kind of an Italian cheese or any other cheese that you think would taste good. Now this is a wonderful white cheese that I love. This is a aged cheese, and we just stick it on top. And this is one of the reasons we cut the top off. We want the piece of cheese to have a flat surface to almost suction itself to, so that it doesn't fall off when it goes on the fire. We want it to melt, and we want it to have kind of a suction on top of that, so that it kind of melts down into the sides of this. But I'm guessing this is going to taste pretty doggone fantastic, and that's what we're doing on the primal side. Get into our next phase of Bang and Bang here with talking about what we have here. Now these are big, big potatoes. These potatoes weigh over a pound each. Inside the oven for a good hour, hour and 10 minutes. Last 30 minutes on the grill, and they are done, and they will be delish, I promise you that. They're double wrapped, double marinated baked potatoes. So tonight we are going to do a very nice Central Coast Cabernet with this big, big piece of meat. Okay? So I don't care what you drink. What I'm drinking tonight is Liberty School Cabernet. Now it's out of Paso Robles, which is up by, it's north of Santa Barbara in the San Luis Obispo area, kind of south of it, and inland. It is just a wonderful region. There is a ton of great wines up there, from Pinot Noir to Chardonnay to Cabernet. It is just a fantastic region for all kinds of wines. Now this is a young wine. In other words, it's 2008. Anything that's 3 or 4 years or younger, it's always a good idea to give it a good hour to aerate. Now this thing is called a Venturi. And I got this from my brother-in-law's father-in-law's cousin for Christmas. And so what we do is we strain it through this thing called a Venturi, and it actually is like a spreader. It opens up the wine and it helps accelerate time to be able to drink it and actually have all of the flavors and the taste of it opening up. That's what they call it when the wine opens up. And a bigger wine like this, you want it to open up. So anyway, it's going to open up. It's already got a fantastic bouquet, but I'm basically going to start drinking that in probably about half hour, 45 minutes. The other way to do it is to actually put it into some kind of a decanter like this, which you can do as well. And you can put the Venturi inside like this, and then just put the whole bottle in. So that's another way if you've got a lot of people coming over. It's just me drinking this. My wife likes the Pinot Noirs. So this is what we're doing tonight. I know this is a long vlog, but this is a big meal. It required a lot of specific talk on each area. So marinate off and grill responsibly. We will see you grill side. We have our Liberty School Cabernet. Fantastic. It's really good. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to toss on. That's right, yeah. And I get it. Onions downside. It's good because the smell that's coming off a grilling is unbelievable. So, rock on, chop, sizzle, grill. We're going to eat. Okay, I got a spot over here for these bad boys. Gotta be careful, put them on. You've got to be really careful. These bad boys. Put them on. Okay, we'll let those things cook. Got some olive oil on the bottom. They're going to cook. This is close, and you can see I put some real onions on that rather than onion powder. Either way it'll work. You want that dark color to come out, and then it's still kind of soft. Want the middle to be rare, the outside to be medium. So we're going to go on this for about another 10 minutes. And like I said, last 10-15 minutes on this, and everything's going to be ready. The potatoes are almost finished. Rock on. Good stuff. And then I've got some more onions, so we're going to take the rest of these onions. We're going to stick them on top. It's so hot in there, it's about 525 degrees. So we're going to let those caramelize on top. They've got olive oil in it. And that's just will be fantastic. This is true Santa Maria style. I've got my own little flair going with it. Because I actually put, instead of the powder, I put the purple onion on it. It should taste fabulous. I've only, in the past, done it with the onion powder, but I think real onions is going to bring out a true, authentic flavor that not most people have seen before with a Santa Maria style. So we're going to try this, and we'll stick this bad boy glaze all over it, which is just fantastic. Woo! Boy, that's going to be cheese is melting into this, infusing into these mushrooms, and I can smell that pizza sauce just coming off like crazy. I've got one little tomato here that's just going to be fantastic. We're going to do a little taste test. Oh my goodness, that is just beautiful. It is time now to start applying some of this finishing glaze, finishing sauce. And again, there's no sugars in this, so this is just going to be fantastic. It's got a lot of all kinds of stuff in it. It's got a few mushroom stems. It's got everything I told you in it. Look at that. And that's just going to caramelize on there. And then we'll turn it over one last time before we take it off the grill. Unbelievable what you're smelling right now. Those potatoes are going to be just perfecto. Perfecto is what we're always looking for. Let's see what we've got here on this. Wow. Those ranch hands have some of the most amazing meat you could even imagine. My dog's gonna get this last little piece. Sit down. Good boy, Toopy. There you go. Oh yeah, he loves that. Dog loves it. I love it. Everybody loves it. It's fantastic. So marinate off and grill responsibly. Chop, sizzle, grill, eat. We will see you next time